Ugh. Right. Evening, everyone. Well, morning for me. So I'm starting from Dimension 2, and we're going to try and do Dimension 3, but rather than just use Mystics like previously, I'm going to try and use Carpenters and see if we can A, clear it in less magic clock uses, and B, if it's quicker overall. Because the Nailed It animation should be quicker than Torment, just whether or not we can get the damage to be sustainable. Yeah, because without the... Before we move on, without the Nailed It upgrade, it's only 2 times, which means the Mystics out DPS a Carpenter on a 4 enemy room. That's what I want to say. Right. As soon as I... Yes. Perfect. And we'll take the Attack Relic. So I still think that's the play. Although if you're using Carpenters along with Mystics, Attack Relic might be the first pick rather than the HP Relic. Hey Sub-Zero. It's good to see chat's working this time. Though I did bring up the manual ones. Okay, so the play is still... turn quests first. But then use Mystics till we get to 25 and unlock Recharge. And then I will sub in Carpenters. It's just the whole way the situation's unfolding is just got me sucked in. Do I need to do anything? I think the script is still set up. Yeah. Equipment. Can we make anything? We can. It doesn't really matter who has what. Yeah, I think... I don't know where I saw it. I saw it in a couple places that someone found the actual... Well, not the print run, but the volume that was on offer at the sale. It was like 12,000 or so. And given the traffic and everyone's just completely speculating that it didn't even get close to that. It is kind of crazy to think that there are some people out there who just are happy to dump that kind of money. Yeah, but the FIFA is just a whole nother monster. Soccer in general, the way that's run as a business is just insane if you dig into. As for Twitter, it'll be interesting to see what comes of it in, say, a year or two. Because he's opening the platform back up to a lot more individuals. Yeah. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. So I had to pronounce it quarter. It's just as it looks. Just affiliated. I thought they were like a branch of FIFA. I don't follow soccer too well. I just know FIFA is super corrupt. But yeah, we'll see with Twitter how it goes in a year or two. Because he is sort of just transforming it into like a proper business model rather than a normal social media corporation. Like if you think of like Google or anything where it's, well, it's meant to be super staff friendly, who knows, but reality. He's obviously cutting back and then doing whatever he can to make it profitable. That's why indie games always win. The same thing happens to like your favorite franchises. Like I really love the Dragon Age franchise. Then of course EA got their talons into it and slowly devolved it. How's your family, by the way? Everyone recovered? Oh, it's good. At least they're starting to recover then. If there's secrets in the game still to find, I want to find them. But boss rush, yeah, that's interesting. It was just a comment on one of the older videos. Someone asked me what the boss rush world record is, and obviously I've got no idea because nothing you see is anyone trying to get as far as possible, especially at a slog using the glass wardens. Right, I've got a few ideas for a better comp that should be more survivable. I still think the Glass Warden's damage is your best bet to essentially outscale the damage reduction of the Good Lord and the final boss. I'm pretty sure they're the only two that really have damage reduction. I just need I need a space of time in which I can leave it running. Because obviously if I want to stream or test this, I can't leave boss rush on in the background. It's the same reason why I stopped my normal progression. I just don't have the ability to leave it for a long run, or the need, or want. Oh cool, Cyberpunk. I've only seen segments of that game, mainly because of Keanu Reeves. It's funny to me, so in terms of editing, like Soda Dungeon, I do it manually, so I just pause the recording while something like this is going on, then restart it when I want to talk or something like that. So editing a full video takes me like 20 minutes maybe, and then editing short takes me like a few hours. There you go, 2 hours. Okay, so that's 2 of my shorts done. Is that like the technical ratio? 80% of it should be the recording and then 20% editing. I'm curious, if you don't mind me asking, like what's your educational background, so to speak. Not like where you went or anything, but like what did you study? Ah, that's a good analogy. Also, this is quite bad. In fact, there was so many mystics. I would have liked to get to around 150. Oh, cool. My grandpa was a polymers engineer. What field are your designs in? $21. Probably one more run to get 25. Get a recharge. Find yourself Ruby, blah blah blah. Ah. That's where I screwed up already. I forgot to upgrade the attack relic. Why we didn't get so far. Shh. Don't really have to worry about buying or anything. We'll just continue to grind, since this is just really a test. Don't have to be too optimal. The healing fairies though, we definitely want... It's set to 20 and 40. So I would kind of just like them to take them whenever, given the style of the run. That was also a misclick. Ah, whatever. So general, I worked in cryogenics fuels for a year. Now it's more alternative fuels. Yeah, I won't even feign that I know anything about fuels or even engineering. So I did like 1 unit of physics, but I do animal science. That was my bachelor's. Granted, outside of volunteer work, I've never had a single job in the field. You'll have to excuse me. Obviously our education systems is different. Like we... how to put it? So your minors, I think, would be equivalent to our electives. So like the subjects you elect to do that are not necessarily directly related to your course, or do you have to still do something? Because obviously mathematics is related to engineering and physics. Then the whole major thing. So like we don't have majors at all. We do X amount of units, and they're different tiers, so to speak. So I guess you can consider like all 4 units I did in my final year my major. If that makes sense? But you guys have like one set unit, so to speak, that you do, don't you? Whereas we do it in like really small segments. Ah, okay. Major's degree, minor is a specialty. A few units, fewer units than major. Interesting. And we wonder why our degrees are not really accredited overseas, unless you go to specific universities. Okay, so you can turn a minor into a major. It's just an increased workload. That's an interesting concept. So this is the main reason I want to try Carpenters. Ideally, we can clean up the bosses a lot easier. Just the rooms fall apart, because on a 4 enemy room we're doing half the damage overall. At least for the time being. Dual degree. Yeah, well, your degree system, I would say, is more impactful. So, like, if you have a major in something that has a lot more weight, yeah, I have 2 bachelors in different versions of animal science, but I would still just be, I would be classified as an agricultural worker, or someone with an agricultural expertise. No, like, regardless of what degree I did, if it was actually agriculture or anything to do with animal science. Yeah, yours are also a lot more strenuous. And also the length varies between what field you study by getting that right. So, like, obviously a more complex subject takes you longer, where ours are set. So no matter what you do, if you do arts or science, it's still 3 years. Actually, one thing I'm curious about. Do you guys have, like... what's the word? It's called advanced credits in ours. So, for instance, I took my first bachelor's degree, and I got about a third of it accredited to my next degree, so I only had to do the units that didn't overlap. Wait, your uni degrees have a language requirement? That's interesting. No wonder we have such a high influx of international students. Like, the brunt of it, it is labeled as having an English requirement, but the furthest that goes is just like an explanation that the course or the unit is in a high degree of English, so to speak. I took AP Calculus and Statistics in high school, still was 4.5 with that. Where's ours? AP is equivalent to, I think, because we have 2 maths in high school. Granted, this is the thing, none of our higher education subjects, so no matter what you state, they're called, like Victoria would be VCE, Victoria Certified Education? Certificate of Education? Anyway, all of our end of high school subjects have no correlation. For instance, this is going to sound super weird. You could take a full art load in high school so that you could get to use equivocal terms, a high GPA, since they're easier subjects. At least here in Australia they are. But then you could apply for, you know, a bachelor's of medicine or something like that, using your highest score. if you can prove you can do the work, you don't have to have the subject requirements, so to speak. And then our version of GPA is even worse. Like, the way it's calculated is just horrendous. Hopefully we hit 25 after this run. I can sub in the Carpenters. It's tough to say if they'll actually be quicker. Because the main drawback of the Carpenters is we won't be auto-attacking with them. Well, I guess I could set it up, but we'd still rather clear as quick as possible. So even on these lower levels, we'd use Nailed It, which is obviously slower than a default attack, but quicker than Torment. I suppose I could script it so that they auto-attack on lower groups of enemies. But like in that tournament room, if we could use Nailed It instead of Torment, it would be quicker, because we had to use 2 casts to clear. Ideally, we'd clear each individual in 1 Nailed It. $12 units per semester is full-time. 12 units. So, each of your units is equivalent to 3. Sorry, each of our subjects is equivalent to 3 units. We need 15 to 18 to get a degree completed. Do we have a requirement? I can't remember. I think there is a set number of subjects you have to do. It's weird, each university here in Australia uses a different method to calculate your score, and then B, everyone prefers subjects, but the value the subject is worth is different at each university. So like at some they're worth 1, others they actually have a unit breakdown, they could be worth anywhere between like 2 to 6. Super confusing. Especially if you do a degree at one university and then not transfer, and then say do another one. Like, it was a huge process getting my first degree accredited, I guess would be the term, towards my second one. I think we won't stick to this timer so much. I'll use the internal run clock. So I'll see how far we get with this run and how long it takes. Then we'll do one with Carpenters, granted as long as the Mystics have hit 25. And then see if we can get to the same floor, and if we can do it quicker. I mean, technically the animation should be quicker, so it should work. If not, it doesn't really matter. It just means we don't sub in Carpenters till Dimension 6 when you get the Nailed It quest. Yeah, that sounds about right. Our... I don't know if a master's is the same in the US, because our master's is just a year of guided research under a professor. So you don't take any units or subjects. You just work in a lab, or well, you work alongside your professor, so to speak. So for science, you'd work in a lab, and you'd come up with a thesis to test and write, or you'd help with your professor's thesis. You don't have to necessarily come up with one on your own. Yeah, thesis. So it is just that volume of writing, slash your ability to obviously show you can apply your knowledge and test it. I know we're like transitioning, so we're restructuring a lot of things, trying to be similar. For instance, we have one university which I personally despise. University of Melbourne. Their system is far closer to the US than any other uni. So you just pick your field and then you pick your subjects or units, rather than doing, say, a bachelor's of, what was my first one? Bachelor's of Zoology and Animal Science. You do a Bachelor's of Science and then you pick the units that correspond to that subject. Masters have coursework too. Coursework too. Kind of funny. The reason, sorry, I laughed. Like our masters, the general principle is you become a TA. That's the term the US use, right? A teacher's assistant, or well, you usually become a lab technician, at least for science. So in other words, because you're giving your professor all your time, helping or researching your own, you can't obviously have a job, so you usually get a part-time job with the university. Yeah, grad students as TAs. So because of that, we're a bit more forgiving and you don't necessarily have to do coursework. I know our like veterinary science or medicine is a completely different structure. So it is getting highly competitive because they're usually like, at least when I did mine, a professor only took, say, 4 to 5 students for all their masters. So the majority would actually do, you'd apply, and then if you didn't get it, you do an honours year, which would be another year of coursework. Okay, so you've got the similar mechanism. We'll say 160, so 160, 11 minutes, roughly. Might as well beat the boss. What level? It'll be 20, yeah, I was gonna say it'll be 24. 1122. How far away are we? So if I take 4, that's 100 floors. If I take 6, it's roughly 80 or so. Alright, we can get 25, at the very least. Before I grab Carpenters. might as well grab the soda so they show up. And I can fix up the script since we don't have it yet. Recharge goes to the top. $100 floors. I do have to also eliminate Skull Blade. Well, I guess if we go to 100 we can test. And that would be purely for the animation speed because we have more than enough damage for the bosses. No, that's not impartial because we'd be using recharge. Which is slower overall. I think I need to just not equip the Skull Blade and then still go to 160. See if we can get there in 10 minutes. $50 times 6 is 300. I might as well just go to 100. It's the only issue with testing stuff for this. It's gonna be so slow trying to get up to it. I almost should just do a full run with a alternate strategy and see how it does. $70 would be 420, 80 would be 480. So level 80 should be enough to hit 25. Okay, we'll go to 85 just to make sure I get enough XP. little bit over. I was thinking. There's one other thing I do want to test. At the end of the first dimension. Luckily, I made save files. Okay, so we'll hire 2 Mystics, 4 Carpenters would be the... They didn't hit 25, did they? I don't remember seeing the prompt. Ah, thank God. One more. And no Skullblade for you. Fine. Science Sword. Start from 1. They should be using the right attacks, correct? If they get to use it. So right now it'll be slower because we're using recharge, so it's an extra animation on top of the normal set. And the cast is doing 25. So for instance, on a 4 enemy room that does 100. So a single carpenter needs to do 100 to 1 enemy to be equivalent to having the same amount of spots with Mystics. The issue is we're only at 2 times their damage. So it's whether or not the level or mastery, that's what they're called. The mastery perks can help us increase the carpenter damage enough. It's technically it's half the damage, but it's double the animation speed. So on the surface, they should be equivalent, in which case the Mystics are better, because you'd obviously clear before the enemy animations. You don't have to worry about recharge or anything like that, so you're cutting out that animation. But for a boss, and for the... essentially any room that isn't 3 or 4, the Carpenters should be better. Okay, so he's doing 58. So he's doing a bit over double that Mystics. Granted, that one's a bit closer, since they both have the meat haunches. In which case he's doing under, which is to be expected. We do have extra attack and magic percent damage on the Mystic through their mastery. Overall, this time it is obsolete. It's already way too slow, because I've been kind of messing about. But we'll grab this one. Where'd it go? Why are you not opening? Put it this way then. Open. Okay. Why are you not updating? If I open a different one. Close and then open. It's saved. Why did you save? No dungeon, SD1, no. Oh, no, I'm full. It's the layout, I'm not changing the layout. There we go. Are we doing till D4? Probably not. If we're testing the Carpenter, we probably only need to go to D3. Change it, and then just don't save it. Anyway, so far for time, does kind of seem quicker. 160 in 11 minutes was the pace to beat. The only issue is we can't clear as far, which means we're wasting magic clock runs. So it might be better to just use Mystics until the magic clock runs out, and then swap to Carpenters. At that point, the Mystics are just so far out-leveled in comparison to the Carpenters. I guess there's not really a point to try. And you could try and power level them, then that's a time sink. Some of them are doing higher damage. Right, now that it can back attack, can't it? It just can't crit. Whereas casting can't. At least I don't think casting backpacks. You know Sub-Zero? Does casting back attack? Does it get the multiplier? But we're definitely dealing with the bosses quicker. There's also got to be a more effective way to use the recharge, because we don't need all the ticks to recover our mana. I need to take a healing fairy. Might be nice. And do we need this second mystic? That's also a good question. Vibe Carpenters help us. It'll help us on the boss. But in terms of clearing floors, second mystic's better because we get the cast off. So it weakens all the entities, and then now that hopefully can one-shot at a higher range. So far it's not looking good on time. So according to the wiki, Torment is 70 frames, and Nailed It is 46. So it's a bit more than half. It should still be quicker, especially on these bosses where we'd normally cast all 6 times. Is it slow on rooms? Is that what's going on? It doesn't look like we'll get to 160 in 3 minutes. I didn't take any paths besides healing fairies. I probably let more chests go in the previous run. Is it the death animations? Is that causing a delay? Still 2 minutes. Or is it just recharge? How quick? Well, recharge is even quicker. It's 26 frames. Might be the 2 torments we're still casting, plus the nailed it. But then that should still be quicker on any rooms where we just use mystics. Hey, no worries, sub. There's no, like, obligation. Comment. And yeah, obviously recording and editing would suck. Or ill. Okay, so by all accounts, this is slower. I don't know how. I mean, if we did the mental math. I guess because we're using Nailed It earlier on, then the Mystics would be clearing. And we also already dropped off in terms of damage. Yeah, I can't see how Carpenters are better until we get to Dimension 6. Kinda sucks because Torment is super slow. Well, it's not super slow, but obviously if we could shave off half the time using Nailed It instead. Oh yeah, I could always just watch your VODs. Okay, so on the Carpenters, we're missing what? 2 attack, 3 attack, 5, 7. Yeah, so if they were 25, we'd be missing 7 base attack, which would be 14 extra with Nailed It. I guess would put Sting. I don't think it'd make a huge difference though. The 3% increase to attack is also not substantial at the current point. What? Oh, they have no bonus stats. Oh, I guess only percentages show. Let's still just do a run from the start, and I'll try use Carpenters and we'll see what type of time we get, just to expand. Even the VODs are pretty low energy, not surprising. Yeah, nothing can help if you're sick. Even if you're just like not in the mood. Though, definitely early on it's better to have than obviously not to have. Even if it is low energy, even if it's not necessarily your best foot forward. So just all of it's about generating traffic as much as possible, good or bad, it doesn't really matter. Ooh. Alright. We'll race this. So, this guide is updated, right? Level 5, Carpenter Shop, still 5, Table 1, higher than Farm, 1k, get the Mystics. Higher in Farm from 0. Because you want to level up the Mystics. Exactly. Always good to keep perspective in mind. Alright, let's jump into it. It's like one of those analogies where the phrasing is just slightly altered. Like, don't make content for people, but make content because of people. Something like that. But see, in terms of being burnt out, that's why I think it's pretty useful to still make content out of low energy content. Like, even if you, say, for instance, muted your audio track so that there's no speaking whatsoever, since then you cut out the energy, and you could just do like subtitling or some sort of just simple explanation. Heck, if you look at like the number of long-form game content, I think is the best way to put it, where there is no audio. It's just someone, you know, completing a game like Terraria has a bunch, where it's just people playing all the way through. No mic, no anything, just people watching the content and seeing what it is. Yeah, you can see lots of people go through like a disposition change. Even the type of the content they make is varied slightly to sort of accommodate what they're capable of, what they have time for. Yeah, I mean, obviously as soon as you actually get a financial aspect from it, regardless of if it's like a minute amount, you want to endeavor to make more and more and more. So yeah, then it becomes somewhat of an issue. Anyway, yep, no worries. Thanks for hanging out, chatting a bit. See you soon. A bit slow. It's alright. Still sort of experimenting. Just don't want to route the whole thing and then find out I need to completely change it. We're not building the blacksmith, we are continuing to upgrade the tavern instead now. Hire the soda junkie and just go to 5. And then hopefully 4 show up. And we go to 20. I think there's no point in really farming if you don't get all 4 and can go all the way to 20. Just so much better in terms of gold. We can always just get more wooden swords. All soda junkies going to 20. Curious. We can have to get further than 10. Maybe 15 with all soda junkies. I don't think we could do the Medusa boss. We are taking damage to the first boss. The Carpenters, could we have one-rounded it? That was an extra 8 damage, wasn't it? So we'd be doing 2 per Carpenter, so we need 4 Carpenters to actually one-shot the boss. Although we would like the levels. The levels are the big thing. Blocking the road, don't need to take anything. Just grinding out the gold. $80 in a minute versus I think it's like 250 in 2, so it's probably worth going nearish to the boss. We lose someone here. No. Okay, so beat this guy and then leave. Don't do the 4 enemy room, it's going to take too long to clear. Got our stats, got a little bit of gold. All Carpenters. Well, not all, but close enough. Should also try and use the rock, since it is more damage. I don't know if I like this farming aspect for the first segment. I would kind of rather go back to the old method of actually continuing to progress. But it's just so important that you level up the mystics. If you're going to have to start from 0 with them anyway, it's just whichever gets you the mystics quicker. I guess that's what we should actually time. How long this method takes me to get the mystics, and then how long a normal run. Alright, we'll do that. We'll go till we unlock the mystics, and then we'll reset. We also shouldn't... Well, I want to do the ambush, because the ambush is extra gold. I guess we do go as far as possible. It should be more gold. Also better chance at different drops. 15 maybe? This guy shouldn't take too long to clear. He drops 17. Isn't that the same? Or does he drop like 15? Full party, it's nice. It should be 5 and 1, so we can do that. And now we should always get 4 to 5 patrons. Meaning we can always clear at least to 20. No, you forfeit a lot of gold building stuff and unlocking stuff. you still get it back a lot quicker. We also do use the quest gold earlier. Decisions. Stone, blah blah blah. Should also probably take the healing stones off. I think we don't need them if we have the numbers advantage. Do I just try the other method? I feel like the other method could be better. I just focus on some different tavern upgrades. Alright, we'll take this serious. We'll try and do it quickly. Question is, can I remember the old strats? This is the only irksome part. Unless we farm... No, because then I'd still have to rehire. It would cost too much gold. Either way, we can clear 10 easily. We'll be a bit shy of 100. Don't really want to go further. I think we upgrade the tavern and do another farm run. I think we mesh the two strategies together slightly. Yeah, so nowhere near enough gold. We have another wind sword. We can buy the tables or more stool upgrades. I think the table's better at this point. Build, blah blah blah, not sodas. 30-30, yeah, so the table's better. Alright, our not mystics, carpenters. No, we lost a carpenter. I guess I go to 15. Get our levels, get our extra stats. 2 on each of them, right? No, you got to level 3, so you got HP as well. And then we build the blacksmith. Craft, blah blah blah. Sell. We can zero everything. No, not them, sorry. That goes to 1. Yeah. Liquidate, get our 30 gold. Hire our 4. Upgrade. Still twice. And now we should be able to go to 20. No, 10 to 20 is the same amount of gold, technically, that 20 to 30 is. But with less HP. So in terms of farming, you want to go 10 to 20. If we unlock the Wizard's Tower, we're sinking 200 gold. That's the only issue. I need to look at the time after the boss. Both time and gold. So click the chest. 44 gold, 45 seconds. That's kind of easy to remember. So as long as we can get more gold in less time from 10 to 20, minus 10 gold from it, we want to unlock the Wizard's Hut and then just start at level 10. Because the amount of gold like this guy gives compared to the level 5 boss is substantial. And then even the Gorgon boss gives a lot more. Okay, we're looking fine in terms of HP, so we should definitely be able to do the boss. You need a heal though. Would have been good to get a heal on this guy though. Fine. Don't give me the gold, please, from the chest. 191, if it does. 191, 230. So, 191 gold, 2 minutes 30. Also, I should have left. But we do have the gold now for the Wizard's Tower. Maybe I want a little bit more? No, this was definitely a waste of time. More levels are nice. Talk to you. Let me build a Wizard's Tower, blah blah blah. Oh, we can't actually. I'd rather craft the Iron Sword. We do this. Move you, give it to you. You go there, you go there. 160 left, so we buy the other tavern upgrades. No, we're 5 and 1. We just start. Anyway, so 191 minus 54 gold is 150, 140, 130, 137. 137 gold in 1 minute 45. So 45 would be 90 seconds, a minute and a half. So 44, 88. And then 22 gets us, so we made an extra 17 gold if we just started from level 10 and did till 20. Which technically is quicker, I guess, but then we're sinking the 200 gold in it too. If we're only making 17 gold at 137, it's taking us 10-ish runs. So we're making an extra 170 gold, meaning we're not even recovering the Wizard's Tower. Ideally here is we beat the Gorgon boss and then we can get to 30. Overall, it seems like farming is just the method unless you get lucky on the chest gold. You get lucky on the chest gold to unlock the blacksmith straight away and use the old method. That's the better play. It's just, it's so inconsistent, I'd rather just farm. In which case I really shouldn't have unlocked the blacksmith. I should have just kept the 100 gold. Plus the 60 gold to build the sword. We'll see if we can go to 30, if we can get the gold from there. Because I think actually the base enemies drop better amounts. Problem is we're not doing enough damage to clear effectively. We'd kind of want more iron swords. We get to the mini-boss. The mini-boss drops an extra 2 gold. That's not really worth it. I think the damage to extra gold ratio is not here. I think overall this is just consuming more time. Looks like we can get to the boss though, which is interesting. Maybe it is better gold. Then we just build one more iron sword. We sacrifice 110 gold to increase our clearing power. I think we're on track to unlock mystics quicker. So we need 2 iron. We got a full party as well, which is nice. One of you can go into one of you. You can go over there. You can go there. Everyone should be fine. Cool, except you need a wooden sword. Then I guess we still start from 1? Or do we spend the... Or do we spend the 200 gold and then start from 30? That might have been the better play. Either way, we should get enough gold after this run to unlock the mystics. Yeah, because the boss animations are also bad. Like, he dropped 15 gold, which is equivalent to the ghosts on level 20. So he should have definitely bought the Wizard's Tower and just done from level 20 and tried to get to 40. At least we're on the closer end to 17. To unlock the mystics, then the normal run. So we should be able to get this... Well, no, the D1 time is still going to be quite... It's still going to be longer, because we actually want to farm up on the mystics to level 9 before we hit Dimension 2. Just to do Dimension 2 a bit more effectively, get more essence out of it. The damage is also split up poorly. Those enemies were dying to 1 iron sword, 1 normal attack, meaning that these 3, their attacks were completely wasted on the first troll, ogre, whatever you want to call him. So if I stopped here, or if I stopped at around 950 gold, we definitely would have enough after selling resources. If I go all the way to the boss, does it benefit me in any way? Not really, because we're still going to start from 0 with Mystics. The only change might be if I can get enough gold to get the bed as well. In which case, I want the bed and then I want to get 6 Mystics. To get 6 Mystics, you need an extra 300 gold. To get the bed, you need an extra 400 gold. This puts us at 1.7. Is that doable? I guess it depends on how many survive the boss. I think if I definitely started from 20, we'd be in a far better position. So what is it? It's 3, 1 to 10, 4, 1 to 20, 5, 1 to 30-ish, and then the Wizard's Tower, and it's most likely 5 to 6. And we go... That's bad writing. 5 or 6, and then we go from 20 to wherever. And then that should be enough gold. It should be a quicker time. So far we haven't lost anyone, so that's good. We also cleared, so we can go further. If we could clear to 40, we'd be in a really good position, because I could get the quest gold as well, to allow us to get the bed. Yeah. Alright. Unfortunately, you'll have to indulge me. This is a testing go at it anyway. So, I'm not worried about completing a run. I just want to figure out the best strategy. And I think we already have a better one, so I'm going to start again and we're going to test it. Rather than continue on. I think I'm getting the gist of the Carpenters, how they fit into the whole run. Question is, can I remember the entire script off the top of my head? I know it's on screen for you guys, but for me it's extremely small. I can't really read it and do it effectively. Ah, we're behind. Bad. Only slightly though. 2 seconds-ish. Under 139, so we sort of made the time back, somehow. And our quests. Fix up the tavern. Higher quests. Stool twice. Off we go. Every time. I was just click above him instead of on him. 3 soda junkies. It's kind of bad. Does actually mean I can continue to upgrade. So definitely want to hit the tavern upgrades first. Having a larger party just increases our clear time. We don't need the blacksmith to be able to clear 20. Either way, it takes us a few rounds to beat this boss, so we might as well clear it and try to get the gold from it. Although overall, we'd probably make more gold if we just started from 1 and did till 9. We're sort of just banking on getting the chest gold from this guy, because otherwise his just gold drop is not worth it. No. We definitely exit though. Upgrade the stool this time instead of the table, right? And rinse and repeat. Blah blah. 30. AU. Everyone has wind swords now, which is good. So we need 50 gold for the next upgrade. If we can get it without doing the boss, it's probably better to leave for the boss. Blue smithing crystal is nice. It's a decent chunk of gold. So we're gonna be short, right? Yeah, so we have to do the boss. Fine. And then hopefully we have 4 to 5 patrons. We are clearing it quicker though, since everyone has wind sword. Should have got the Carpenter to use, nailed it though. Chest gold. Nope. Oh well. Exit. Get our levels. Makes everything easier. Still only have 3 though. So I think this one I'm just going till 5 and then that should be the last wind sword. No, we're 2 wind swords short. So we'll go to 5. Get a wind sword. Get enough gold to hire a full party. The issue with this right now, though, is we're not leveling the Carpenters. We're not getting XP on them. We do get a healing stone, though, which is nice. Either way, this party can go all the way to 20. So that has a healing stone, and we have back attacks. So we did 3, 1 to 20. We're doing 4, 1... Sorry, we did 3, 1 to 10. Now we're doing 4, 1 to 20. And we're hoping we can unlock the blacksmith after this and craft. Blacksmith slash craft. Since we get the resources from the level 20 quest. Then we go 1 to 30 and we get the wizard's tower. And then we war. And then hopefully we can get 1,000 gold quicker than 20-ish minutes. So that we can unlock the mystics. Ideally though we want 1.5-ish. So that we can hire them. Hire enough of them. But gold is definitely not the way to go. Also stocking up on all our resources so we can sell them in one big swoop instead. Should be quicker. Definitely quicker than me manually trying to sell. Selling just through the normal menu is so tedious and slow. Probably be using nailed it on the mini bosses too, especially if we're only trying to go to 20. Am I trying to go further? It's kind of more gold going further. No. Go to 20. In fact, I should quit out here and not even bother going to 20. Because right now I have enough gold to build the blacksmith, get the 60 gold from the quest, build the iron sword, and then go all the way to 30. Yeah, I should be going off of gold intervals, not floor progression. We build you, talk to you, blah blah blah. Then in the quest, No. Ha ha ha. I conned myself. Yes, I did. And we didn't even get 4. No. Okay, not good enough. But I was right the first time. So you definitely have to go to 120. Not 120, you had to go from 1 to 20 so you get the quest done. Which I even explained, didn't I? Right, this is the runish. Okay. Same method, just more follow through. And enter the dungeon in around a minute. So middle twice, then down, then the tavern. Middle twice, down, tavern. 1, 2, done. Middle, exit, enter. 103. Not quite quick enough. Okay, time to lose. Fine. Click through all the prompts, blah blah blah, yada yada. Off we go. 139, so we're on pace. Get 3 HP. Perfect. Quest prompts. 1, 2, 3. 7 upgrades. 1 soda. Higher quest. Always feels good when we beat the prompt going away. Get another wind sword. Should we go a bit further here so I can grab a tavern upgrade? I think we should. I think we should go to 7-ish. So we can clear this room as long as we don't get webbed. Perfect. And then we can leave. Now, as long as we get 1 Carpenter, we can actually buy another upgrade straight away. Perfect, so hire you, and you. Upgrade. Table first. That's more beneficial. We should still be able to do the boss here. I just have to make sure to use Nailed It on the Carpenter to actually do it quickly. Love that every room is cleared optimally. Attack, attack, nailed it. Attack, attack, nailed it, and then next round he should lose. Perfect. Super quick. What we like to see. Do I try to go to 15? I don't think I do, no. I don't think there's a point. We'd rather have more party members to actually clear it. It'll be quicker overall. Oh, healing stone is nice. 4 in the party is also nice. So we can upgrade you again. Grab the Carpenter. He goes first this time, so he has the healing stone. I should put one of the wind swords on the back attack though. Next upgrade is 50 gold. Right, or did I max everything already? I think it's 50 gold. So that's the goal. Should be nice and easy to meet. Although we could go to 120. Can we? Or do I need the wind sword? I think this is a farm run. The only reason I got 4 is I upgraded the tavern when I could. But realistically, we wouldn't have 4 right now, we'd only have 3. But we want the Carpenter to hit level 2 before we actually progress. Which should be this run. How many hits? I'll do the ambush too because it's good gold. Maybe I go to 15. I mean, we have decent damage actually. Even with the glass bottle, we're still doing 3. I guess I try the boss. Might be able to do it. Might not be able to do it. Mini boss. Mini boss is acceptable. Don't worry about healing, just go for the damage. Perfect. Away we go. And the Carpenter should also hit level... No, the Carpenter didn't level up. We want them to hit that first level for the extra attack. Either way, we can upgrade the table. We can get our 5 proper guys, who now all have wooden swords. And we can go to 20. Go to 20, and then we can definitely buy the blacksmith and craft. And then we go 1 to 30, grab the wizard. We go 20 to 1,000 gold. Unlock the mystics. And the timer should be under 20. As long as it's under 20, this is more optimal than the strat that's labeled here, which is just essentially redoing 1 to 20 over and over again until you get 1,000 gold. And should make the whole dimension a bit quicker. I don't know if it'll be quicker than this split. This split was an old method. The method we're using now, we're actually getting the mystics to level 9 before we hit D2. That way they have their mana regen, and they can perform a lot better. And make more use of the magic clock. Ambush is kind of annoying. I think we only have 1 healing stone. At least they're ganging up. So usually I beat this boss at around 7:30. So it is slower from that standpoint, but we're far ahead in terms of gold and tavern upgrades. So we should be in a good position. Though it's tempting to farm up the iron, because you're guaranteed an iron ore on room 7, and it's 5 hits to get the iron, there'll be 10 extra hits to get 2 iron and be able to craft an iron sword earlier. You get 60 gold back from doing the blacksmith, no, you get 30, so you need 30 gold from yourself. Well, there might be something to that. Because an iron sword is just so much more damage. Like, you could then do the actual boss in one go. You can get to 7 straight away, as soon as you go wooden sword too. Again, this is testing, so we will be resetting. Any of you invested or want to see the end of this run, sorry, I guess. Plus, with the extra farming, we'd be able to get the Wizard's Tower. Is that the better strat? I need to think about it while we progress. Liquidate. Now I have to go through a buy prompt. Okay, so these stay. This goes to 1. Get our 36 gold. Grab that. We can craft our iron sword. We can even unlock our Wizard's Tower. Although we don't have the prompt yet, do we? No. Interesting. Iron sword before 20. Sat-Mon tavern upgrades. So we're way ahead in terms of gold now. Although that's good going into the mystics. I feel like I want to go for the iron. Granted, you have to deal with the spiders, which are really annoying. So could you even clear it? Well, there's 1 spider. No, you need at least 2 party members. which you don't get till you unlock the Carpenters, because you go from 1 to 3. Then on the first run to 10, you could do it. And then the second run, which should be 1 to 20. Unless you just go to 7 on one of those runs, just for the sake of getting the iron. You then need 20 gold to smelt the iron, and then you also need leather. An issue with the... sorry, not leather, you need wood. An issue with the wood is there's no guarantee that the shop will sell it. Then you'd also be able to get 2 iron swords fairly quickly. You would get them... you'd get them on this grind. Really tempted, actually. I think that's going to be quicker. We'll see what the time looks like now. Get 1,000 gold, unlock the mystics, see how quickly we can do it. At least that way we have a comparison split. Plus I also want to see how much easier it makes this boss. With the extra 19 damage straight away with the crit. Do we do it in 2? No, 3. Yeah, 3 rounds. Which is still quicker than the boss normally. Then we can farm a little bit here. Then I guess you do go for another tavern upgrade. I think 6 and 2 is optimal to always get a full party. Plus you get the extra stats, because the 1 extra damage does really help. With an iron sword, we do that in 1, which is really good. You'd put 1 iron sword here, and then 1 there, so it's 2 attacks. Alright, alright. This will be the last reset. We'll screw trying to get a time frame. There's just more damage, more people, it's just quicker. Farming is the way to go. Farm to be quicker. Slow down to be quicker, if that makes sense. Upgrading these two. Maybe just the table upgrade 5 and 2. But we're getting a good amount of people anyway. This weapon's really annoying. Because if we get the poison tick like that, it slows down. There's so many, like, small ways to optimize the animations in this game. It's very interesting. Two clicks down, tapping. 2 clicks down, tapping. Ooh, 102-ish. Better. Getting there. Pelts. So we want to see a wood drop. We want to see a healing stone drop, and we want to see blue smithing crystals. I think the wood is uncommon, the healing stone is uncommon, so we actually got one, which is really good. It does kind of mess a few things up, because the soda junkie here likes to heal, and we don't want him to. So we actually have to do the level 5 mini-boss manually. Which isn't a big deal, it's just spam clicking. It's a little bit annoying. Wooden sword, good. Requests. Upgrades. The usual. So here we could technically go for the iron. If we get webbed by the spiders, we're in a really bad position. We do have the healing stone. That's why I was meant to take auto off. I think we don't, because consistently we wouldn't get the healing stone there. So we'd rather do stuff that's always going to be the same every time. So usually we do it this way. Higher first. We've got 4. That's really good. It makes this quicker, but also worse. If that makes sense. Like, we'll go to the boss here, easily. Weapons we're down on. And we couldn't upgrade the tavern. Ideally, you want only 1 there. Anyway, we'll grab the iron here. So kill 1 spider, and then do 5 damage. I get web, perfect. That's 1 iron down. Make sure we just nailed it. Should be able to do this in 2 rounds, because we have 4 carpenters. Perfect. That was quicker than our normal clear time for this boss. That's only because we got 4. Technically with this comp I could go further. I'm not going to, because again I want to play it as if it was consistent. Which it's really not. And we got the iron ore. So yeah, so now we got 3 like normal. So we'd upgrade the table this time. We'd hire our carpenter. Our soul junkies, doesn't matter which order because we have 3 wooden swords now. We'd still go to 10 because we're still aiming for the next tavern upgrade. So we want the 30 gold plus roughly 20. It's actually higher. I need to farm the iron again. We turn off here, kill 1, farm. And he used web. It's really annoying. It's not something we can help. Do I just leave here because of that? I don't think so, actually. I think we should still be fine to do the boss. We've got the HP, we've got the levels. Second web ball, that's kind of bad. 1 did clear, so it's doable. And a misclick. Okay, so we can buy the other tavern upgrade, and we should be getting 4 consistently. So we farm enough gold for the blacksmith. Everyone's hit their attack level. No, the carpenters haven't yet. We've got the wood to actually make the iron sword. We've got a large group here. So we can definitely go to 20. And then we can get 2 iron swords and make clearing a lot quicker. But it also means I should grab the iron with this run, since we could clear the ore node a lot quicker. But then what's the difference with just buying iron? It's just an extra 20 gold. So I still have to smelt it. We're also going to level 20 anyway without the sword, because we haven't got any of the chest gold. So we're behind compared to the last run. Curious indeed. I guess if I had continued some of the other runs to 15, we could have got enough gold. Slash even just continued them to 19 or as far as possible. Yeah. We'll play this one out for once. Since it's very close to strat. Just slightly different. It's like an extra minute, maybe. Should have gone after that slug. Although we don't get punished. We do need to heal though. And fortunately this is clearing right here. I won't worry about it. Ideally I'd want to heal up the 2 on 6 HP, because he does 8. It's fine. And you should be using Nailed It. You should always just use Nailed It. Still, did the boss in a reasonable time, thanks to having upgrades. We got enough gold to buy blacksmith and upgrade. In which case, I don't go further. I'd rather get the iron swords, since it's more damage, it's quicker. So, build, blacksmith, talk through you, blah blah blah. Liquidate changes to 1. Liquidates 54 gold, still helps. I need to turn in all the quests, which is unfortunate because now we have to go through his buy prompt, which isn't too bad. We need 1 more piece of wood anyway. Craft. Dude, how am I 1 short? I thought you get enough from him. Interesting. Sorry, I need to look. 2 and 2. Is it 2 or to smelt? Is that where I went wrong? No, it's 1. The game ate 1 of my iron. No, it didn't. I sold it. Problem solved. My mistake. I sold the iron. Do that. Upgrades. Grab the 50. Clear 20 a lot quicker. Get gold a lot easier. And then we can probably go to 15 or so. Okay, so you don't want to liquidate. That was my mistake. You want to craft, then liquidate. Either way, we didn't really need the gold. We still had more than enough to upgrade the tavern. But the farming portion of this should now go a lot smoother. We should be able to get the Wizard's Tower straight away. And then, do we try to go 30 this run? No. I think we just try to get 200 gold, get the Wizard's Tower, and then start from 30. Especially since we've upgraded the tavern. Yeah, so the splits should definitely be in gold intervals for what I want to achieve. With the exception of the get the iron. I really hate rewriting this guide. It's so tedious. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so what was it? It's 1 to 10 at least twice for the iron. Iron. Then it's 1 to 20 blacksmith, craft. And then it's 1 to 200 gold, I guess. Even though we have it, we're still farming. But worth it? It's probably worth it just to play it out. Get the extra gold. It'll still make the mystics a lot easier to acquire. Yes, we're going to 25. I guess this intro segment is very RNG based on both the comp you get, the enemies you get, and your ability to sustain and clear. Because if we just get dealt damage on the wrong people, so like if they just stack burn on this guy, we would be in a lot better position, because we wouldn't have to heal twice. We would have actually cleared one of them, most likely. Instead, this has really slowed us down. Pretty much should still lose, though. Perfect. You guys saw that, yeah? My order was off, and it still continued. So could we do the boss? I don't think we could do the boss with 4. Especially if we're out of heals. Let's try it. I think if I'd grabbed the tavern up... no way. We just lost both our damage dealers. Yeah. If I'd grabbed the tavern upgrade sooner, we could have. So it's not a big deal. We got the gold. We should still be able to unlock the mystics a lot quicker. Yeah, we have full party now. We can build the wizard's huts. So we hire all our carpenters, put one on each side. Build the wizard's tower. Blah blah blah. Turn in the quest, get the gold, start at 20. And then get our 1,000 and something gold. So here we should be able to go 20 to 40-ish. Even with ambushes. Even with lack of healing. Because our damage should be here now. Because usually at this point I'd only have one iron sword. And since I have 2 from farming. It still comes back to the necessity to farm the iron versus just buying it. I mean, you save 20 gold. Is that huge? I don't think it is. I think you just craft it for the sake of crafting it. It's almost like you want to craft just a lot of iron swords. If the iron ring is available now, you might also want to craft that. Just because the HP is really helpful. One hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, 4. If we had more iron swords, it would definitely be quicker. I should probably look at their HP values. Like even the bosses, it would be a lot better. It is just sinking gold. But then they help you with the further runs as well. So I could do single enemies with basic attacks. How much is Nailed It doing? 18. So the Mystic's still out DPS Nailed It. Which is good to know. Means you still want to use Mystics all the way through. The Iron Sword guy should definitely not have a healing stone though. So we're taking more damage trying to recover than just attacking with him. We're not quite there. Forgot about the gold value. We can't do the boss with the amount of healing we have. Well, actually no, everyone has a healing stone, don't they? Or was that the previous run? So we're behind on time again. Granted, it's 17 to 19 minutes just to get the Mystics. It looks like we'll be able to get the bed as well this time. Guess it just depends if we can beat the boss. I also need to heal up on everyone. You don't have any healing left and you're... Oh, you didn't die, thank God. Okay. Can't use Nailed It on everyone. You're doing 8, you're doing 18. So I'd actually rather go for crits. We've done 4, it's fine. You were meant to use Nailed It. You weren't? Oops. Infect is horrible. I don't think we can beat him now. Oh, just. Interesting. Okay, so the gold doesn't really matter. Exits, we turn in the quest. We want to liquidate again. Down to 1, 55 gold, it still helps. And then we want to grab Mystics and the bed. Yeah. I suppose we're hiring and possibly doing a little bit of farming from 40. We beat enemies. Let's see. No. Right, we'll get our gold back if we can beat one little eggplant man. All the damage deal is. And we lost one. Too many turns than necessary. We don't actually have enough gold to hire 6 Mystics, is the issue. We need 300 gold at this point. So I should have farmed from, say, 20. Alright, we can hire the Mystics. Costs too much to reset with the bed. So we go back to 1 at this point. Because we want to farm XP on the Mystics. We also want to get enough gold to hire a complete set of Mystics. So right now, it doesn't matter what level we clear to, we're just going till we get 300 gold. Well, we need a buffer to reset, to use the bed. I guess realistically, we're going till 500 gold? Yeah, 500 gold. Which I should have done previously with the previous run. And then this run should have had 6 Mystics. That would have been better. Because all we're worried about right now is XP on the Mystics. They need to hit level 9 before we leave this dimension. And they couldn't have healing stones either. At this point, healing stones are just detrimental, because we'd rather just output damage. And they should be casting against everything. It's like we could have cleared that room fully, just through the Mystic. This boss should get us closer. One more enemy, and we've got enough gold. Exits. Time management is a bit off right now. I should have just taken a second to think about how to actually properly use the Mystics. Okay, we've got none, that's horrible. Every time we hire one, the bed cost goes up. Fine. It's 5. This one's gonna, yeah, cost way too much. We've got our 6. Damage doesn't really matter. I don't want healing stones on anyone. It's a waste. The only other thing we could look to crafting maybe is iron rings. Granted, we don't have the gold nor the iron. But we are starting at 1, but we should be able to get really far. We should be able to auto it till about 20, and then we just want to cast and everything. In fact, we probably just want to click through everything. Not waste cast in these rooms. We don't have any regen yet. We don't even have increased mana pool from the levels. Well, we should have more than enough damage to finish off the bosses. Yeah, easily. Between the 2 iron swords. Equipment also doesn't matter at this point, since we will be casting for the majority of our damage. Doesn't matter about back attacks, crits, or anything. And the iron sword doesn't actually impact the torment ability damage, at least not until later on when we can upgrade it. Oops, wrong room. I thought this was the boss. Still too off. This room I will cast, just because I don't think I can clear it without damage. And then from the boss, I will cast everything. It should be quicker overall. This should be the boss, 60 HP, perfect. I feel like you have more 50-ish, and then the next boss has 60. And they go up by 10 each time. Okay, and then we cast, actually single enemy rooms we could probably fight normally. Even the mini-boss we should be able to clear just through normal attacks. And any stragglers will be normal attacks. One cast, yeah, one cast per room. We figured it out. So the 2 flies should die from the cast. Perfect. And then when you run out of mana, we just move on to the next one, and so on. We should get pretty far. About 50 or 60-ish. We'll cast on the boss, just to make sure we do it in one round, we don't take any damage. The boss can actually one-shot us. The next one's also scary. I don't know if we have enough damage. I think we do, with cast damage. Actually, we're one cast down. I forgot. Okay, single enemy should still be fine. Melee, perfect. You're the tougher enemy. Oh no, you both have extended HP pools. But we're still cast and hit. Yeah, perfect. This might have been the wrong decision. No, it was just perfect. I also need to start spreading out their cast so I can still cast on a boss. That's actually the more optimal thing. But I think we can get to 70, so actually I'm going to leave 9 mana. I should have left 9 mana on this one. Well, 12 at the time. Do it like this. I think at this point we do need to cast for the damage. I think it's 2 casts to clear enemies. It's not 1 hit, 1 cast anymore. Correct? Yeah, basically. We got a crit there, so it was fine. Once we get down to 6 mana, then we move on to the other one's casting. Last time the mini-boss took 6 hits, so we don't want to waste. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so this one can now go back to attacking, and then we cast with these 2. We should be able to extend our run a little bit. We just have to play it by ear, depending on who survives. Okay, so cast. Cast. Now I'm probably going to melee the piggy, because we should be able to do it with damage alone. We should be able to cycle it into healing. Single enemies we can still do right. Yeah. Yellows are the priority. And you're out of casts. But yeah, so 60 is probably as far as we can take it. Please be enough. Cool. Oh, if we get a healing fairy, we can take it further. Actually say. Their damage should have gone on the pot. And that's now even in terms of what weapons they have. The 1, 2, then cast. Keep on the jello. Hopefully we still clear. Also, take it back, we're going to cast on the piggy. There's no point not to. We can't clear floors after this. Also, almost got enough gold for the upgrade. Bag of resourcefulness, that's what I'm thinking. So we exit, we hire 6 again, and I think I would still want to upgrade the tavern a bit more. I want to grab the 200 gold upgrades. Be level 60, so that one and that one, just to ensure that we get more carpenters. Because it will equal less refreshes. Granted, this is not proving my point. And we just take our gold. So we're still not doing any quests. I still want to stockpile iron. And then we can start from 60. And we're just clearing in 10 to 20 floor intervals, depending on how much mana it takes. I'm not going to bother normal attacking. Well, no, there's no point normal attacking. And I'm going to leave 6 mana on everyone for the boss. This is pretty sure it's 3 casts to clear at this point. Right, yeah. Well, it might be 2 casts and damage. Do I try it? I think these guys are the elite-ish. No, so it's definitely 3 casts. Same with the mini-boss. Just cast through it. I think we're actually decent on time to be ahead of the split. Ambush is kind of bad, because obviously we're really poor on HP here. Or do I leave 9 mana? I can't mentally do the math. It's taking 3 casts here and 3 casts on the next floor. At 10 floors, it's 30 mana. So no, we can only do 20 with 2 sides. So I'm leaving 6 mana. Well, at this point, 3. Ooh, I guess 8. The only issue is I don't think we can do the Dark Lord in one go. But here we're leaving their mana so we can actually cast against the boss. It might be quicker to defend with them. I don't know if their damage is impactful. The 2 Iron Swords might be. Seems like we were clearing in 2 with the Iron Swords. Yeah. What about against the elite? 1, 2. If you stay alive, then no points. Well, you stayed alive. Interesting. Their Iron Swords do make a difference. It does kind of change how we want to play it, because I think I could stretch this run out a bit further than 20 floors. Here it doesn't matter, because obviously there's 4 enemies. Yeah, everyone's casting, and we should be able to just clear it in time. Or you might get 1 hit off. Can't remember. Nope, perfect. Exit, no point continuing. We get level 7. We need to get to level 9, which I think is still some farming afterwards. Somewhat better of a tavern, we didn't lose too much gold. I'm not buying any iron there. I need to get to 2k so that we can get the bag of resourcefulness. That's the #1 priority over farming up iron. Like, it helps in the next run, but it's not a big deal if we don't have iron. Also, I think we're just doing till 90 here. I'd rather redo it and have more mana for the Dark Lord. Even though it does... oh, I don't know, because it will cost us a lot to rehire. Don't know if Torment is quicker than the 2 attacks. I think we want to save 2 casts for the boss. Which might not be capable. I think we have to cast once here. Otherwise we won't do enough damage to clear. Cool, they got survived. We should be able to do it this round. We have to leave, we don't have the mana. Now we don't have the gold. We should be able to do the Dark Lord. I'm going to start casting with the other side. be enough damage. Perfect. You take more, you take more. Still need one cast, I think, to clear. Just so we have more mana going into the boss. I think doing stuff like this is more optimal, because I'll be able to output more damage. Okay, hopefully that's enough. I might have screwed myself on this spot. I screwed myself on all of them. Of that. One down to poison. Lose another to an attack. At least we can still cast on everyone for more damage. You are on Twitch. Okay, 40 minutes. We're way behind on gold though, which is the issue. How are we on the levels? So we're still 90 XP. We'd still have to do a full run, most likely, with the Mystics. Let me look up brackets. How do I pause the timer? Mystics 72. Okay, so we're at 600 XP. Total XP needed to hit level 9 is 963. So we need an extra 360. Divided by 6 would be an extra 60 floors. So that's not too bad. That would probably get us enough gold too. It just depends on how quick we can do it. Let's see. We start from 1, and we need to go all the way to 60. And that should get us to level 9. As long as the math works out. And from level 20 we have to cast normally. This is standard practice. That's why we get the regen and we can extend our first run in Dimension 2. Do we have enough damage? Yeah, so we still have enough damage against the boss. Maybe 30 is when we want to turn auto off. So far it's taken us an extra 1 minute. Which we won't continue the pace, otherwise 3 minutes would be decent. Would still put us under D1, and we've done extra farming, so we're actually leaving the dimension stronger than my previous split here. And then there's still some little things I can optimize on the previous segment. Like, instead of farming the iron, I should just buy it for the extra 20 gold. A few times I should have gone to the 5th floor instead of stopping at the 10th floor. Just slight things where I could probably get a little bit extra gold and just smooth things along and make it a bit quicker. Two minutes so far for 30. 4 minutes still puts us ahead. But it's still better than my preliminary test, which was 53, 55 minutes, I think. Still within range, even if it takes us, let's say, another minute. But from the looks of it, I should be casting on everyone and doing the extra damage. So even this I could have done more optimally if I had manually controlled it. Not where I clicked. Pretty sure the Jello has the most HP too. So that should have been the one I was attacking. Okay, so this should be level 9. Hopefully the math works out. I've been screwed before. If we're short like more than 3, something's off. We're 10 floors short, somehow. The whole 1 XP per floor, I guarantee that has to be with the relic upgraded. The 10% extra. That's the only way. So we did 64. We got 360. We should have got 360, sorry, XP. And instead we got... say 330. So 330 or 33 out of 36. 11 out of blah blah blah. Why am I doing it this way? So roughly. Yeah, we're getting like 0.9 experience per room instead of 1. So the whole you get 1 XP per character per floor is bogus. It's with the relic. It has to be with the relic. There's no other way I can see it. Do we have like total floors cleared? No, but then I wouldn't be able to work out how many the mystics alone have been on. Yeah, there's no way to check. You know what, we can do it this way. So right now, we have 940 experience. Nice and round. By high, 6 mystics. And we clear 1 room. 1 single room. We're meant to get 6 experience. We get 6 experience. You're not proving my points here. We clear another room. Or maybe I should do 10 rooms. I'd rather an even number again. 52. Okay, 952. We'll do 10 rooms. Or 5 rooms, so I don't level. No, it's too late, I've gone past it. Okay, so we should have got 60, we should be at, what, 1012. And of course it doesn't show. Ah! I need to look at the footage then. Maybe I miscounted. Anyway, that's gonna be me done for today. Good testing. I think I've got a more solid idea of what to do. I think I want to give any percent another go. I think I can try and maybe not beat my 28-minute time, but I think I can get a more consistent time. I'd like to consistently get under 30 minutes or around 30 minutes. That would make me happy. Anyway, anyone hanging around, lurking, thank you. Thank you for checking out the stream. Anyone checking out the VOD, thank you.